Hi guys, Farmer Crecilda here from Fish Hoek Farms, and we are going to show you today how to make mozzarella with our mozzarella kit. Okay, so getting started, our kit basically comes with a thermometer, a cheesecloth, and then there is enough, so this is a rennet tablet, and then there's a packet of citric acid, and there's enough, there's about 8 portions in terms of what you're going to be using in the recipe in your kit, and that's basically all you're going to need, apart from your milk obviously. You're going to need about 2 liters of milk to make 1 portion of mozzarella, and then you will need a bowl with a strainer, which is what you're going to be using to strain your cheese with, your curds with, sorry, and then obviously your pot, which is what you'll be using to heat your milk in to get the process started. And then these two guys are measuring cups because you're going to be mixing your citric acid and your rennet with half a cup of water. And there you go, so that's enough to get you started. And of course we are there just a click away if you need any advice or if anything's not going to plan. Otherwise, just follow the steps in the recipe and you should be good to go. Okay, so step 1. First you're going to take your rennet tablet, and you will see that it's actually divided into quarters already, and you're only going to take one of those quarters and pop it into your little container here with a half a cup of water and let that dissolve. And then you're going to take 3/4 teaspoon of your citric acid, also let that dissolve into a half a cup of water. Just let it stand until you can see it's all dissolved and good to go, and then we'll move on to the next step. Okay, so that's 1/4 tablet of rennet in there, a 3/4 teaspoon of citric acid, and let's just measure this out. This is our half a cup of water. Cool. So we're almost good to go with those. Once those are ready, we go on to step 2. Okay, so step 2, we're going to pour our 2 liters of milk into the pot that we're going to use to heat it, and then you're going to heat that milk very slowly and keep on stirring it so that it doesn't burn, and you heat it until you get to 30 degrees Celsius. Okay, so we're just going to pop that into there. And the milk we're using, by the way, is you don't want super pasteurized milk, okay, or ultra pasteurized milk. Well, we'll do some troubleshooting when we get going, and we'll help you through it if you can see that it's not doing what it's supposed to. Okay, so just pop your milk into your pot, and then hop it on the stove. Okay, so we've got our milk in our pot, and we've popped it on the stove, and now just add your half a cup of water, cold water, and your 3/4 teaspoon of citric acid mixture into your milk, and then we're going to heat it slowly to 30 degrees Celsius. Okay, so we've reached our 30 degrees and now we've got our half a cup of water and our rennet, our 1/4 tablet of rennet, and we're going to add that to our mixture and then measure again until we get to 40 degrees. And we're almost there, another 2 degrees to go. Okay, we've reached our 40 degrees and it's time for the next step. Okay, so our mixture has now heated up to about 43 degrees actually, and you'll see now that it starts looking sort of a little bit like yogurt, but it hasn't quite yet separated from the sides. So what happens is that there's sort of a liquid, a watery layer on the outside. So we're going to leave it for about 15 minutes or so, and then come back and have a look, and then we can move on to the next step. Okay, so we've given it 15 minutes. Hasn't quite done what we wanted it to. So thickening to a sort of a yogurt consistency and then pulling away from the sides. So we're going to give it another 30 minutes and see if it does the trick. Okay, so it's been 45, maybe more, like to 30 minutes of the pot standing, and unfortunately it hasn't actually set. So yeah, it's very much still liquid. Not sure if you can see over there, but it's pretty much liquid. Okay, so we made a quick call. We're gonna give it another try. So same process, everything as we just explained it. Maybe a little bit less stirring this time, and see if it works, and we'll get back to you. Okay, yay! The second batch worked. Yeah, definitely less stirring, lots less stirring, and yeah, it worked. It's solidified, and I've put it. So this is where you use your cheesecloth. Put it into. I've just used a sieve, and I've put it over a bowl, and basically just make sure your curds are now go into your bowl, and we're just waiting for this to strain. Literally just waiting for all the liquids to come out, and then we will move on to the next step. Okay, so we've strained it, it's ready to go. So the next step is you're going to give it a bit of a knead, and then you'll see that there's supposed to be some more liquid, and that you just pour off again. So we've done all of that, and we're now ready to start kneading it. So we're going to add our half a teaspoon of salt, and then once we've done that, we can start kneading it, and I will show you the results of the kneading. It takes a bit of a while, but yeah, I'll show you the results from there. Okay, so we are back. We have kneaded it. We have kneaded it some more, and we managed to get about a fistful of kneaded cheese. And I decided to make them into little mozzarella balls, as you can see. But I must be honest, they look a bit more like feta. If I can show you a little bit closer, they've got sort of a crumbly texture, just like feta. But I must be honest with you, I'll still eat it. I'll use it as feta in a salad. Yeah, it's lovely. It's creamy. It's still got that little bit of a tang from the citric acid. You know what? It's not mozzarella, it's feta, but I'll still eat it. So thank you for watching. As you can see, it wasn't a 100% success. So that's why we're going to try and bring you guys tried and tested recipes. Because you know what? Throwing away 2 liters of milk because you've used the kit and then it doesn't work. Well, number one, it's disappointing, and number two, it's a waste, and we don't want you to waste anything. Okay, so we're gonna give it a few more tries, and we're gonna find a recipe and ingredients that works, and we're gonna bring that back to you, and we're gonna make you a kit that works for sure. Tried, tested, 100% lekker. Okay, so we see you next time. Keep your eyes open. We'll bring you a new one as soon as we're ready. One that works and that makes you actual mozzarella, not feta balls. Cool. Cheers from Fish Hoek Farms.